So now we're ready to wind our bobbin. First thing that you need to do is to switch off the power, and then you should take the needle thread out of the take-up lever. The take-up lever and the needle will still be going up and down while the bobbin is winding, so we don't want the thread to be getting in a mess around that while that's happening. And also take out if there is a bobbin in a bobbin case in the machine, make sure you remove that as well so that that's not being involved with this process. So once you've done all of that, you can begin to thread your thread up through the stand holder over to this metal post here, and you go in from the back and towards you at the front, and then around and in from the back again on the second hole over to the tension disc, so in through the metal hole there, in between the two discs, and make sure you really get the thread in there, that it's actually held in there, because that's what provides the tension on the thread while it's winding, in through the second metal hole, and then over to the bobbin winder, where you will place the thread around the bobbin, making sure that you hold on to the end of the thread and then wind just a few times around over the end, just to make sure that you've secured the thread. If the thread is loose, it will wind a very messy bobbin, which then causes you problems when you're sewing. Lastly, just trim away the tail. The tail can interfere with the sewing when you get down to the last thread on the bobbin, so always trim the tail away. And then I'm bringing the bobbin back over and placing it onto the bobbin winder. And you want to place it on so that when it spins clockwise, it's taking the thread up and not unraveling it or unwinding it. So the thread should be on the left-hand side of the bobbin if it's on correctly. And I'm just going to get that nice and tight. And then I need to push this lever across to engage the bobbin winder, and then it's ready to go. So the last thing I need to do is I need to raise the presser foot up off the feed dog area. So using the plastic lever at the back of the machine, just get that presser foot up off the feed dog area. If you leave the two together while you're winding the bobbin, it can damage the feed dog. So it's important that you lift that and get it out of the way. And then I'm turning the power on, and I'm using my right foot to press down on the pedal, which engages the power. So I've started to wind. I can turn the speed up if I want. So just keep an eye on the bobbin. It has a mechanism which will cut off when it senses that the bobbin is full. The lever should automatically switch back, but it doesn't always work. So just keep an eye on the bobbin, and when you've got enough thread on there, you can just stop winding and flick the latch back, and then you're ready to take your bobbin off and cut the thread.